Welcome everyone! I am absolutely pumped to guide you through today's explainer. If you've been putting in the sweat equity at the gym but feel like your pull day routine just needs a serious upgrade, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're tearing down and rebuilding the absolute anatomy of a pull day. We're going to look at a highly precise 7-step routine that's designed from the ground up for building a significantly wider back and much thicker biceps. How many times have you walked into the gym wanting that classic sweeping V-taper back and those thick sleeve-busting arms, but just felt totally lost in a sea of machines and completely conflicting advice online? It's incredibly common. You know the exact physique you're going for, but the roadmap to actually get there, it feels super blurry. Well, today we're cutting right through all that noise. The source material we're looking at provides a laser-targeted workout plan that acts as the ultimate solution to those exact frustrations. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, building a V-taper back. 2, mid-back detail and isolation. 3, sculpting the bicep peak. 4, maximizing arm thickness. And finally, number 5, the ultimate workout log. Starting off with section 1, building a V-taper back. These are the absolute foundational kings of your pull day. To build a truly impressive back, you really have to grasp the fundamental difference between building width and building thickness. It's like a 2-part puzzle. For back width, our source shines a spotlight on the wide neutral grip lat pull down. This specific move targets your upper lats to give you that highly coveted sweeping V shape. On the flip side, for back thickness, the bent over barbell row is the undisputed king. That's the exercise that gives your back that dense, 3-dimensional size and raw power. You absolutely need both of these to succeed. Let's break down the setup for that lat pull down first. The source emphasizes a neutral grip variation because it's incredibly friendly on your shoulders, all while delivering top-tier muscle activation. So you're going to attach that wide neutral grip bar, keep your chest slightly up, and listen, here is the absolute key to the whole movement. Drive your elbows down and back. Don't just yank the bar down with your hands. On every single rep, you want to feel a full, deep stretch at the very top and a really aggressive squeeze at the bottom. Okay, I've got to stop us here for a quick reality check. The crucial trap we have to avoid is ego lifting. The source explicitly warns against this, defining it as lifting excessively heavy weights entirely at the expense of your form. Doing this severely increases your risk of getting hurt. And this warning is absolutely vital as we move into our next massive compound exercise, the barbell row. You can, and definitely should, push yourself with heavy weight, but it must never, ever come at the cost of your technique. Which brings us right to the perfect, precise setup for the bent-over barbell row. You want a shoulder-width overhead grip. Hinge right at your hips and listen carefully. Keep your back entirely straight. That is non-negotiable if you want to protect your spine. Once you have that rock-solid foundation, pull the barbell right up to your upper abs. Mastering this strict form is exactly how you build massive overall back thickness safely without wrecking your lower back. Moving into section 2, mid-back detail and isolation. This is where we refine the back with serious precision. Our first refinement movement is the seated cable row. The source specifically recommends locking in a V-bar close grip to really carve out those mid-back details. When you're sitting at the machine, it is vital that your elbows stay tucked tight against your body. Pull that handle right to your abs, squeeze those muscles as hard as you can at the top, and then let it back out with a slow, completely controlled tempo. It's all about smooth precision here. You want to completely eliminate any swinging or momentum. And this brilliantly illustrates a really fundamental concept, the mind-muscle connection. This is the deliberate mental focus on a specific target muscle stretching and contracting while you're lifting. This isn't just fluffy gym jargon, it's highly effective. In fact, it is practically mandatory for our next exercise, which relies entirely on this internal mental focus to actually work. I'm talking about the straight arm cable pull down. It is literally the perfect lat isolating finisher. Here's exactly how you do it. Stand just slightly back from the machine with a little lean, keep your arms totally straight and pull the bar straight down to your thighs. But the secret sauce is entirely in step 3. You must move only your shoulders. The source insists you use a light to moderate weight for this. Because listen, if you go too heavy, your elbows are inevitably going to bend. Your triceps will take over the work and boom, that crucial mind-muscle connection to your lats is completely gone. Whew! All right, let's take a quick breather. The truly grueling back work is officially in the books. We've successfully hit the lats, detailed the mid-back, and packed on some overall thickness. So are you ready to sculpt that bicep peak?
Let's totally reset our energy and focus right now as we transition away from the back and dive into the highly targeted arm exercises of this explainer.
Section 3. Sculpting the bicep peak. We're targeting the long head for maximum height.
So if you want to target that long head and build maximum bicep height, the source points us straight to the incline dumbbell curl. By sitting back on an adjustable incline bench and letting your arms hang totally straight down by your sides, you immediately force the bicep into this massive, deep stretch. From that position, you curl the dumbbells up, but without letting your elbows drift forward. Putting all your focus on that intense stretch at the bottom is what triggers the long head to grow, which ultimately builds that striking bicep peak everyone wants.
Up next, we've got a movement that is designed for total unyielding strictness, the preacher curl. Let's look at why machine preacher curls are just so incredibly effective. First off, they give you strict pinpoint isolation. Second, because your upper arms are literally locked onto that pad, it completely eliminates any chance of cheating or using momentum. And third, it keeps continuous tension on the bicep through the entire rep. By physically trapping your arms in place, this machine, or an easy bar alternative on a regular preacher bench, forces the biceps to do 100% of the heavy lifting.
Moving into Section 4, maximizing arm thickness, expanding the forearms and brachialis.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the cable rope hammer curl functions as a finishing move. It doesn't just hit the bicep. It deeply targets the brachialis, which is a muscle sitting right underneath the bicep, as well as the forearms. So why does that matter for your overall look? Think of the brachialis like a hidden shelf. As it grows, it physically pushes the bicep up and out, making your entire arm look noticeably wider and way thicker from the front and the side.
Let's break down exactly how you execute this for the maximum benefit. You're going to attach the rope cable to the absolute lowest point on the machine. Grab it with a neutral grip and stand facing it. Keep your elbows firmly tucked against your ribs, nice and stable, and curl the rope right up towards your shoulders. Now pay close attention to step 4, because this is the game changer. Spread the rope outwards at the top. Pulling that rope apart at the very peak of the contraction gives you a vastly superior, deep squeeze that you just literally cannot get with standard dumbbells. Finally, Section 5, the ultimate workout log, your highly actionable pull day blueprint.
Grab your phones and take a screenshot, because this right here is the exact optimal breakdown provided by the source material. Notice how the sets and rep ranges strategically shift depending on the goal. For the heavy compound lift, like the bent over barbell row, we're hitting 4 sets in a lower rep range of 8 to 10 to pack on dense mass. Then, as we transition to precision movements like the lat pull down, the seated cable row, and the bulk of our bicep work, we dial it to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Finally, for those strict isolation and finishing moves, the straight arm pull down and the hammer curls, we push the reps even higher, right up to 12 to 15 to completely flood the muscle and maximize that mind-muscle connection. It's just an incredibly well-balanced routine. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought to wrap things up. You now have the exact blueprint. You have the perfect exercises, and you know the precise form needed for a wider back and thicker arms. But honestly, knowledge is only half the battle. When you step foot in the gym for your next session, what's it going to be? Are you going to fall victim to ego lifting, sacrificing all your hard work and form just to move a little more weight? Or will you apply exactly what we covered today, truly master that mind-muscle connection, and transform your physique? The choice is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and crush that pull day.